see Patrick Mahomes and the Dallas Cowboys versus Dwayne Haskins and the Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're, it's caught at the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Goal at the 8.
A big play here for the Cowboys. 53 yards. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Mahomes pass intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Haskins now off the bootleg. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll fire deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No good.
But they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jalen Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half, they whipped for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. One extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Haskins to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Situation, got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
A gain of 9 yards.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Here's McKissick, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, he almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's 3rd down and the 11.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now here's Mahomes. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted by Washington.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
This is Edwards. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now it's Edwards. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll set them back 5. They'll run with McKissick. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins. He's got Burton here. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Washington to chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee. A About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to go up top again. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over first.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
And the Washington first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
With the score, Cowboys 20. Washington 3.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A gain of
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
from the 17. Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
a loss of 13.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack. Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Kick is good. Makes the score Cowboys 20. Washington.
No problems in the field goal to 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let it go again. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
Haskins in the one. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
J.D. McKissick.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he finds McLaurin. And out across midfield down to the 45. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They run with Edwards. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a run with Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting.
Holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes him some.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did. Again, this offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the one.
It's caught at the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A carry now for McKissick. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter, but things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Yeah. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
46-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And
when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Haskins. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins. And his throw here is incomplete. Breaks solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Edwards. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Open man here, Sims complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
At their own.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. 27-21, your final. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Tom Brady, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starts with a carry by Edwards. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 18. A spin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. 39-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
The Cowboys will line up.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Conversion is no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit.
6.
But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
It's second and inches.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. So after the INT, here's Mahomes being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense heading out. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. On the draw is Edwards. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
At their own 21-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Landon Collins made the tackle.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That's good.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Now they'll run it on the toss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. No good. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
This is taken at the 18. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24-yard line. 20. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys add on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The Washington ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got
contact and another incomplete pass. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
At their own 33.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said,
and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
that's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do the...
It got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And 6.
Operating from the gun. Haskins got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have.
They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey.
This is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Third down.
To throw on third down, Haskins. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And Charles, he's able to move in. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Haskins got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
We got 4.
From the gun, Haskins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To J.D.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Haskins.
He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Haskins going to throw again. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And 8 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Edwards. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Edwards. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Gus Edwards, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 12-yard line.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Haskins will throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up a
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
complete to
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
the gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
For Terry McLaurin.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again, here's Haskins. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
9 on the play. Brings up third down.
From his end zone, Mahomes on 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. To throw again. Haskins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Now Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 54 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited it on that play.
He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 30, the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Number 85.
A big play there. 78 yards.
And Washington able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's what really becomes fun.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 87 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at their own.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Haskins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Open man here, Sims, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Washington.
Now Haskins on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Washington first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Haskins back to the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Intended for Justin.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Haskins.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Haskins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And his kick is right through. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say so.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to let it go again and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah.